Here we are bitching about what other agencies do. And I think if you're listening to this as a director of marketing or a CMO or even an owner operator, like these are things to be watching out for.
Yep.
One of the most recent examples that I've had is actually a great company with a tremendous vision. And we talk about this a lot now, Kasim, on perpetual traffic. Like they've got it dialed in, but they are locked into an agency that will not allow them to see their ad account, will not give them any insights into what they're doing. And they demand from the client, this big $60 million company in a very profitable area that they're growing like a weed. They're on the Inc. 5000 list. It's a great company. Like I said, great vision. They won't even do the creative. They tell them what to do without any insight as to what's working, what's not working. And they've held them ransom with a 12-month contract that locks them in, and they have zero visibility. And we're looking at this saying, first off, this is wrong. It's not right. But
That
thirdly, it's really hard for us to assess what they're doing so we could actually say, hey, here's what we were going to do for you, because they own the ad account. They own all the assets. They're locked into this agreement, and they made this mistake. Unfortunately, that's holding back their business. Now, the other part to this is that they have an entire offline business that's doing extremely well, which is great. But their online portion is being hampered, basically being there's a ceiling put on it because of this agency who is diabolical. It's like it's wrong to do it that way. It just pisses me off to think about it because, like I said, they have a really solid business model. They're purpose driven. And even in spite of that fact, they're still growing like a weed offline, which is great to see. But they're like, we're kind of getting screwed by our agency. What can you do to help? Like, well, we're putting together a plan for them right now to help them, but we can't get real insights because we can't get access to the ad account. We can only sort of give a broad overview of what they're doing based upon their ad library. And it's agencies like this that if you're listening to this and you're shopping for one or thinking about one, stay the hell away from them. And I don't care if you hire us or Solutions 8. Exactly. It's like, no matter if you hire us or anybody that's here on today's show, it's just plain wrong. And that's an old model. And it's a model that the platforms really hate as well, especially Meta. That's the reason why they don't have a partner manager. Their agency is just a scumbag agency. So, things to watch out for here. So sorry, Kasim.
Here's where I'll own the only time I'd ever own assets is if I'm the one footing the bill for the ad spend. So for instance, when we did real estate lead generation, it was my money. It's my account. Other than that, it's criminal.
Yeah.
It's criminal. I'm against long-term contracts, but I totally understand why some agencies choose to do that. And the business model makes sense. That's a paradigm shift. That is what it is. And there's some agencies that have to, especially when they do a bunch of stuff that, isn't performance-based yet. But if you don't own your own IP, your own accounts, the work created, the work product, that's criminal. Should you hire an agency or a freelancer or hire in-house? It depends. It depends on a myriad of factors. And lucky for you and lucky for me, those factors are quantifiable. So I quantified them. You can visit a link that's in the description of this video in order to download this free resource. When you download the resource, you're going to get this guide, which will explain